Harvest time has arrived in southern Niger, and Abdou Alfa is out in his fields with his young grandson harvesting millet. In the past, the millet he harvested would have gone straight to feeding his family of 14 after the so-called hunger season. Even those farmers with more production than they needed for their own family's consumption were often forced by necessity to sell their produce at market immediately after the harvest, when prices are low, to make enough money to survive. But things have changed with the introduction of an inventory credit scheme known as warrantage, promoted by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, with funding from the European Union, Belgium, Luxembourg and Spain. Inventory credit works like this. After the harvest, the farmers meet to discuss how much surplus produce each man and woman has. The head of the farmers' cooperative then goes to negotiate a loan from a local bank or microfinance institution, using the grain as collateral. Once agreement is reached, the grain is stored in a secure storage facility owned by the farmers' cooperative. The cooperative retain one key, while the other is given to the bank, who then issue the loan.
Le warrantage nous permet de vendre nos semences un peu plus cher après l'ouverture, après un délai de 6 mois. Donc, le warrantage nous permet de gagner les semences de qualité. 3. Et le warrantage nous permet d'avoir le vivre à côté, au niveau local.
Participating farmers have increased their income by between 19 and 113%. And since they've been able to buy better seeds and fertilizer, their yields have also gone up by between 44 and 120%. And the farmers are not the only ones benefiting. Microfinance organisation Tanadi earned 27% in interest this year.
L'avantage que Tanadi tire de cette opération, c'est dû au fait qu'on a une garantie sûre. Le stock est là, le crédit est financé à 80% de la valeur du stock. Donc quand au bout de 6 ou 5 ou 4 mois, les gens nous remboursent et ils reprennent leur stock. Donc c'est un crédit sûr pour nous et ça nous permet de placer beaucoup d'argent sans pour autant être inquiet.
Ai Alio is a member of the cooperative in the village of Konkorindo. She's used the loan money to start her own small business. She grows peanuts, has them ground down to make paste, and then uses the paste to extract peanut oil for sale at market. Before the inventory credit system, she depended on her husband for money, but it wasn't enough. With the earnings people make from these small businesses, some farmers manage to repay their loans even before retrieving and selling their stored grain. And when the stored grain is finally sold and all loans paid off, farmers pocket the difference. But the inventory credit system isn't without its limitations.
Oui, les problèmes qu'on rencontre généralement au niveau du système de warrantage, c'est qu'il y a le surplus. Parce qu'il y a des années où les producteurs n'arrivent pas à constituer des stocks avec la faible production. Il y a aussi le problème de financement. Des fois, en cas de bonne année comme cette année, les producteurs constituent des stocks, mais les systèmes financiers décentralisés n'arrivent pas à financer.
There's also the problem that most women who are very small-scale producers aren't able to produce enough to participate in the scheme.
Le système familial au Niger, effectivement, la femme n'a pas la terre, c'est le chef de famille qui a la terre. Mais dans la plupart des cas, la femme fait des petites cultures, des autres cultures, comme le gombo, c'est une forme de sauce, le nébé ou bien l'oseille. Donc, avec l'avènement du warrantage, on est en train de tester le warrantage de ces cultures pour les femmes.
The principal crops that are used for inventory credit are millet, rice and peanuts. But any crop that can be stored without damage can be used. With this in mind, the project has been making a conscious effort to involve more women. Something of a role model for this effort is mother of 16, Zeinabou Oumarou, who has started her own all-female cooperative.
Yanzu mun samu tuwahi muna sawa ga jikinmu na kwarai da warantaji ta zaka. Kuma muna da ba mu san shinkafa ba. Amma yanzu muna ga cin shinkafa da warantaji ta zaka. Ba mu san maka ba. Amma yanzu muna ga cin maka da warantaji ta zaka. Ba mu san kuskus ba. Amma yanzu mun san kuskus saboda warantaji ta zaka. Tana kawo muna kuɗi muna sana'a. Da ba mu san sana'a ba. Zan ɗaya muke in mun kai aiki na ramana shi na muka ci. Ba shi isan mu ci mu koshi. Sai mun koma wahala. Amma yanzu ta rage kaɗan amma ba ta ƙare ba ta dai rage.
Changing people's attitudes to women and young people and the role they can play in supporting the family will be a crucial part of equitable progress.
On a besoin de financement supplémentaire parce qu'on s'est rendu compte d'abord que les résultats auxquels on est parvenu sont très intéressants, très importants. Nous devons porter l'expérience à l'échelle, l'étendre auprès de toutes les structures paysannes du Niger et pour qu'in fine, on puisse contribuer à l'épanouissement et à l'amélioration des conditions de vie des populations.
Access to inventory credit is currently available to over 100,000 rural households, about 8% of Niger's smallholders. It's also been introduced in Burkina Faso, Mali and Senegal. FAO is seeking support to expand the programme to help to increase productivity equitably among men and women and promote greater outreach of financial institutions to rural parts of West Africa. Both aspects will need tackling simultaneously to achieve sustainable development.